climate change really stringing through, it's a horizontal that cuts across all sectors. We have to think about moving the workforce towards a lower carbon future. And so really across the sector, they have to think about what will be the element that needs to go in, how do we want to transform the industry, what will be the future like. I think Ms. McKenna talked about what does success look. I think we work on every individual sectors, industries, and look at what would success means to each one of them. And then really work with businesses and the union to transform the industry. So for example, in a very local domestic industry in my ministry looks after, is really the cleaning industry. We don't think very much of it. You know, it's a laborious, it's one of those that, you know, it's a kind of dirty industry that nobody wants to go into, nobody aspire to be a cleaner. But we find that with post-COVID, there are many new opportunities in there. I think in front of your table, there's a little woolly ball. That's really what we call 1 million tree. It's an invention, the Temasek Life Sciences, that ionizes the air. That little, small little woolly ball. We found that to be effective during COVID. And there are many disinfectants that was invented for COVID. And there are many equipment, because during COVID, we couldn't get out. We couldn't have people walking the streets and, you know, from a public health point of view. So we actually have mechanization. We should have robotics being introduced. And of course, thinking about how to decarbonize as well. You know, how do we save on processes? How do we optimize resources? So when we think about climate action, sometimes we just look at taking carbon out of it. But actually, when we save costs, save resources, reduce wastage, optimize use of assets, when we reduce office space, for example, it reduces the need for cleaning. It saves carbon because we need to cool less area. So there are many, many areas where every industry can participate in climate action. It's not just about looking for new fuel. It's also to make your operations a lot less wasteful and a lot more energy efficient.